Merlin Video Training Course, Session 4, Content Tools. In the last session, we learnt that our places can contain a variety of tools. In this longer session, we are going to look at them in more detail. Let's start with the calendar tool. A calendar is a list of events, and the calendars within Merlin can be synchronized with Microsoft Outlook 2007 editions and beyond. Calendars are good for scheduling people and organising meetings, and they can also be used to coordinate resources. A document library is where you can store documents online, and they can have a simple folder structure to help you organise your files. Document libraries also have a checkout system, which helps prevent confusion when two people edit the same document at the same time. The document library is good for sharing documents and tracking versions of documents. For example, when editing a policy, Merlin can track newer versions of the document and automatically label them version 1, version 2, and so on. Many content tools in Merlin share this common toolbar. Clicking New will add a new item. In this example, we can create a new Word document, and Merlin will open up a new blank document in Microsoft Word if it is installed. The New button also allows us to create new folders. We can also upload documents to the document library, and depending on your software, you may be able to upload multiple documents at once. The Actions menu allows you to change how you interact with the document library, including changing it to a drag and drop environment if you have Microsoft Office 2007 or newer installed. You can also export items to a spreadsheet application, share updates via an RSS feed, and have Merlin alert you when new items are added or things change. We will look at setting up alerts in a moment. The Settings menu allows you to change how items are displayed, as well as changing some other features available in the document library. All of these menus will change depending on the permissions you have, so not all of these options will be available to you all the time. So let's quickly look at how the menu might look in a calendar for you as a comparison. As you can see, the toolbar is very similar. However, this time, clicking on New allows us to add a new item to the calendar by completing this form. The Actions and Setting menus are the same as before. Now let's see how Merlin could alert you if anything changes in this calendar. As we've already seen, Alerts is an option in the Actions menu that you will find in many of the content lists within Merlin, so we would set up an alert for a document library in the same way. The first option we have is to change the name of our alert. We are then shown who the alert is going to, which should be yourself. We are then given the option to specify what triggers Merlin to send us an alert, when anything changes, or perhaps when new items are added. We also have the opportunity to have the alert sent when things change, for example, if someone changes something that we've uploaded. You can also choose when the alert is sent to us. You could ask it to be sent to you as soon as anything changes, or more practically, you may ask Merlin to send you a summary email once a day at a time that you specify, or even a weekly email on a day and at a time of your choosing. Once you've made your choices, don't forget to click OK. The alert will be sent to the email address that you specify in your profile. We looked at this in Session 1. Merlin will then start sending you alerts the following day. Our places can also contain news. News is a way of telling people the latest information, and news stories can be targeted to members by having them appear on the news widget on their desktop. News items can also highlight new resources to members, as well as providing an archive of past information. News is good for making announcements and sharing new information and web links. You create a new news item by completing a simple form, and by ticking this box you can make your item appear on the news widgets belonging to members of that R place. Another tool in Merlin is the Survey tool. This allows you to create online questionnaires where the responses are instantly compiled and the results calculated for you. The survey allows for many different question types, from multiple choice to rating scales, and there is the option to have branching questioning, where the next question depends on the response given to the previous one. Surveys are good for gathering information and consultations with groups of users. Questions are created by completing a form, and as you can see, there is a wide choice of question types. Wikis are an incredibly flexible tool which provides you with an easily editable web page, meaning that they're a great platform for collaborative writing. This is because not only do they allow multiple people to contribute to a writing task, but changes are tracked, making wikis ideal for group writing and drafting documents, as well as creating pages where information needs to be updated quickly. To edit a wiki, you simply click on the Edit button located on the toolbar, and the page then converts to a text editor, complete with the picture, table and hyperlink tool, which we'll look at later. To change the text, you simply type. Putting a set of double square brackets around a word creates a hyperlink to a page with that name. Having made some changes, let's look at the history. And you can see highlighted the changes that were made, what's been deleted and what's been added. Clicking on version history shows you all the versions of the wiki that have existed, making it easy to compare versions. Each one has a timestamp, and using the timestamps drop-down menu allows you to restore a previous version. No changes are ever lost. Blogs are like a diary or journal, but online. Users write an entry or post, and others can leave comments on what they think. You can also use categories to tag and label your posts, which makes sorting them very easy indeed. Blogs are good for users to share their thoughts and opinions, or for keeping a running log related to an event. Some users use a blog as a learning record or a portfolio of evidence. In this blog, where a child has kept a record of his Christmas, we can see all the entries in reverse date order and also see the comments others have left. We could also add a comment about his post too by completing the form. To create a post, you just click here and complete the form. Click Publish when you're done, or Save as Draft if you're not quite ready to share it. You can manage your posts by clicking here, which then shows you all of your posts in a list, making it easy to delete them or to edit them. You manage comments in the same way, and you'll notice that we can also set up an alert to notify us when someone leaves a new comment. Discussions are an online conversation around a topic. Many users can participate in a single conversation, and users can respond directly to others' comments. Discussions are great for gathering opinions from people about a subject and stimulating debate. The discussion also acts as a record of the conversation and the thought processes. The discussion tool can hold many conversations. To take part in a conversation, simply click its title. Here you can see all the people that have contributed so far in this conversation. To reply to someone's comment, click on the Reply button and leave your comments. By default, the conversation is shown in the flat chronological view, but the threaded view shows you who responded to who by indenting the people's responses under the comment they relate to. Now, you have seen this tool a few times already when I've talked about discussions, blogs and calendars. It allows you to post your contribution in different ways. The first and most obvious is as text. Simply give your entry a title if required, and then type in the text area. You can also turn on the advanced features, which give you a great range of text editing tools. For example, we can add a picture by clicking the Picture Manager icon, browsing to a folder within this R place that stores our picture, or click Upload to upload a new picture to the folder. And there is a simple browse tool to locate the picture on your computer. Pictures need to be less than 200 kilobytes in size. Once your picture is in the Picture Manager, you can click Insert to embed it into your text. To resize your picture, I suggest you right-click on it and select Set Image Properties from the menu. Here you can constrain the picture's height and width, meaning you can easily resize it and maintain its proportions. You can also drag your picture to a new line. However, using tables is a good way to lay out your page. The Table Wizard allows you to select the number of rows and columns you want your table to have. And you can also specify such features as alignment on the page, the background colours, and the amount of spacing around the cells. I'm going to give the lines of my table a thickness so that I can see them on the page. Once I have the table on my page, I can drag content into the cells and they will automatically resize themselves. I might also want to insert a link to another web page or resource in my text. I can do this by highlighting the text that is going to act as the link and then click the Hyperlink Manager button. I need to enter into the form the internet address of the link that I'm using. In this example, I'm linking it to an audio file on Wikipedia, so I need to copy the address and then paste it into the URL box like this. I can also choose to have this link open up in a new browser window if I want, so that users can still stay within Merlin and have the resource in a separate window on their desktop. The next multimedia tool is the video tool, and for this you'll need a webcam attached to your computer. Grant access to the camera by the application, and then you'll see a live image from your camera. Here we're watching for that blackbird. To record, simply click on the red record button and then click the square stop button when you're done. You can then check your recording by clicking play. You are allowed only one of these tools to create your input at any one time. So if you move from one tool to another, Merlin warns you that you're about to lose your work and you can't save it for later. The sound tool works in the same way as the video tool. Grant access to your computer's microphone and then click record to record the sound. Stop recording in the same way and then check your sound by clicking play. The sketch tool is a very simple art pad. Think of it more for doodles than for fine art drawings. I'm going to try and draw a blackbird. You can change the colour and thickness of the paint tool. Of course, an actual photograph of a blackbird would be much better, so we can use the picture tool to upload one. Use this tool when a picture is the main focus of your contribution. Use the text tool when writing is the main focus and embed a picture in the text to illustrate it as we saw before. The video, sound, sketch and picture tools do allow you to add some simple text to your contribution, so you can use this to add a caption or description. We have covered a lot in this session, so you'll probably want to look at the help sheets and documentation that explain all these tools in more detail. They can be found in the document library that accompanies this session. Next time, we will be looking at how you add these tools to a Merlin place.